Hey everyone, how you doing? So today we are going to go over my favorite way to make investments in this game, right? In EAFC 25, what's my favorite and most effective way of investing? Notice how I'm not saying necessarily trading or any sort of daily trading tips. That's because I'm not a big fan of daily trading or swing trading or paying close attention to the market every day throughout the day. I'm not into that. I don't believe that's a good use of anyone's time and attention. And so, in contrast to that, I want to show you what I do, which is still very effective to make coins while not having to worry about daily changes to the market. Okay. So, we're going to toggle between the team we have behind me now. Keep in mind, this is November 1st. And we're going to toggle between that and our trusty notepad. So, also, I have behind me a footbin, so we're going to go over Antoine Griezmann as an example. So keep in mind, on PC, which is the sort of market that I use, Griezmann has gone up over 300K since I had purchased him 15 days ago. Now, this card peaked at about 1.55 mil. He was that price just a day or two ago. But as I'll mention later in this video, November 1st, and especially the first weekend of November, there's always a market crash because people are anticipating sort of Black Friday, even though it's like 4 weeks away. It already, the turning of the calendar month pretty much always triggers a market crash. Now, granted, the market is pretty much going to crash a little bit most weekends, anyways. That's the nature of the game, especially the gold market, which is why I would not recommend investing a lot in gold cards because they're always in packs, or they're mostly always in packs. But we're going to talk about that. So with that being said, let's take a look. You can see Griezmann's price on PC behind me. Now let's pivot to my game menu for a second and let's take a quick look. So as you will notice, and this is why I shifted my screen on here a little bit to the side. I just wanted to show you sort of the return I get from the card. I bought this card about 15 days ago for 1.12 million coins. Bought it fresh. Has a great return for the club. Yeah, I think, about 2 goal contributions per game. Get a lot out of the card. I get probably a lot more out of this card than I would any other striker that I could possibly afford. So this is one of the reasons why I'm a big fan of this type of investing. It is important to have a bit of patience with this kind of investing now. When I had the coins on top of Griezmann, I decided to purchase Raphinha. And this card has also gone up since purchasing. I got it for 440K. And if we take a look at him on the market right now, I don't believe there are any that are less than 500, especially on PC, right? Now you can do a similar comparison on console, but for now we're going to use PC numbers because that's the market that I use, right? So, this card's gone up, 15% to 20% since purchasing. So even if I were to sell the card, I would make at least 10% profit. And I'm using a card that's extremely good in game. And if you can't tell, I do have a bias towards, Barcelona past and present players. I would say Griezmann is probably my personal favorite current player that plays the game, or at least the player that I sort of admire the most as a forward, sort of a Swiss Army knife type of forward. Does more than just attacking. I like that sort of thing, but I digress. Also, as a quick side note, if you got the different Foot Champ cosmetics, let me know who you did them on. I chose to use the regular ones on the boys in the back line, being Koundé and Saliba. Saliba is definitely my best pull this year so far. I haven't gotten any crazy gold card pulls or anything like that. Other than Toure, I didn't want to use the cosmetic on Toure because I'm concerned with this company, the way EVOs work, that maybe this guy won't get the upgrade at the end of November. So I'm just not doing anything else with this card. Who knows? Maybe I shouldn't even have put the other badge on him, but I wasn't thinking about that at the time. My favorite player in the first season that I packed was Karchawi. I think a phenomenal value. Later, I ended up packing Mendy, and the truth is His physicals make him insane as a fullback. So that's why he's in the team for now. But Karchawi, big fan of her. So she got the honor of getting the special red cosmetic. But I digress. That's not what the point of today's video is. Sorry for sidetracking. So if we compare Griezmann's price, Griezmann has also gone down a bit. The whole market will be crashing this time of year. He peaked at actually about 1.55 million 1 or 2 days ago. Now he's back down to about the low 1.4s. So he's still 300K over what I purchased him for. So if you see again behind me, this is what I paid for him. Right now, as it stands, after using this card for 130 games, getting a lot of value out of the card, the profit right now is at 300K. Now, if I were to theoretically sell him today, I would lose 5% in tax, which is about 75K roughly. So from the 300 that I'm up, minus 75, I would be still clearing 225K coins after using this card for 130 matches. It's kind of like, think of it like this. You know how they give the coin boost sometimes at the seasons, the beginning of the seasons? Imagine getting a coin boost using like a super meta player, getting a, 2,000 coin boost every game you play with them on top of them being super meta. That's kind of the power and benefit of this sort of investing style, in my opinion. Now, with that being said, let's go back to our notes and get right into it. So, what is my favorite way of investing in this game? Number one, they are an out of pack special or they're going out of packs. So in the case of Griezmann, I bought him on Thursday morning after Rivals Rewards before he went out of packs on Friday afternoon, for example. Second criteria, this helps a lot. They should be one of your favorite players. They should at least be a player that you like considerably, because the more you like them, the more faith you have in them in terms of their in-game performance, and the longer you hold the card, generally speaking, the more profitable you will see. Now, obviously, in the long run in this game, the whole market dies over time, no question about that. But in the near term, cards that go out of packs tend to do quite well, especially if they're very meta. Now, if you like the card, it's a great bonus because you are more likely to hold it for the suitable amount of time to see the most sort of profit in that time range. Point number 3, the more meta, the more better. I know it's obviously bad grammar. I'm just joking. But the more meta and rare the card is, the better it'll do out of packs, right? Cards like Griezmann special, cards like Raphinha team of the week. These type of cards are pretty much always sought after until the power curve gets way better in the distant future. November 1st, something about the turning of the calendar to November from October pretty much always crashes the market. Now, I know in general, each weekend league provides some amount of a market crash no matter what, but I believe it happens even more so on the first weekend of November and leading up to Black Friday. Black Friday is usually the first sort of, it's kind of like there are macro cycles in the game, being Black Friday, winter wildcards. Even though winter wildcards is a relatively dead promo nowadays, these last couple of years, the hype for it will still cause a market crash leading up to it. And team of the year. There are a few more after team of the year, but they matter a lot less because by then no one cares, or people don't care as much about the market as they did leading up to team of the year. Again, this is why Griezmann has gone down from his peak of 1.55 mil on PC. He's gone down about 120K from his peak. I would attribute pretty much all of that to the fact that the calendar has flipped to November 1st now. But keep in mind, gold cards drop way more than specials. So back 15 days ago, I had a decision to make whether I would use all of my coins at the time for the special version of Griezmann on PC or the gold version of Hansen. And Hansen wouldn't have gone up, and she didn't go up, and she sort of stayed around the same price. She didn't go up much. And she's already back down to her sort of 1 million coin price tag. Whereas Griezmann has increased in value substantially because he's much more rare and out of packs during these weekend leagues where people keep packing players, especially gold players, even though Hansen's very difficult to pack, she is being supplied. This version of Griezmann is not being supplied at all. That's the main difference. That's pretty much it. Hope you're having a great night. If you have any questions and you've made it this far, or you have any comments, please feel free. I'm happy to, engage in the comments. I actually enjoy it. And if there's something in particular that I find is worth making a separate video on based on a comment or an insight you have or a question you have, I will absolutely consider that. So hope this helps. If you haven't done a lot of out of pack special investing, does this video sort of give you a different perspective? Does this train of thought help change your mind on this as far as how you'd like to manage your club? How do you like to manage your club? That's pretty much what I'm curious about. And I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're taking care of yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.